Have you ever wondered what drives your motivation, sparks your joy, or even keeps you hooked on your phone? It's all about dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical that powers your drive and shapes your habits. Dopamine isn't just a buzzword, it's a key player in your personal growth, helping you feel rewarded, focused, and energized to chase your dreams. Science shows that healthy dopamine levels can boost your motivation by 30%, making it easier to tackle goals and build lasting habits. But here's the twist. In today's world, things like AI-driven apps and endless notifications can mess with your dopamine in ways you might not expect. In this video, we're diving deep into the power of dopamine to transform your life. We'll explore the science behind how it works, share 3 practical steps to boost your dopamine naturally, and uncover how AI impacts your dopamine levels, for better or worse. Plus, you'll learn how to keep your dopamine balanced for long-term growth. Let's harness this incredible brain chemical to fuel your motivation and well-being. Because understanding dopamine is the first step to unlocking your best self. Let's dive into the fascinating science of dopamine and uncover how it shapes your brain and behavior in ways that can supercharge your growth. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter, a chemical messenger in your brain that acts as the core of your reward system. Whenever you achieve something like finishing a task, eating your favorite food, or even getting a like on social media, your brain releases dopamine, giving you that satisfying yes. Feeling that keeps you coming back for more. This reward system drives your motivation by making you want to repeat actions that feel good. It's why you feel a rush when you cross something off your to-do list. Science shows that dopamine increases activity in the brain's prefrontal cortex, the area tied to focus and decision-making, by up to 25%, helping you stay locked in on your goals. But dopamine does more than just make you feel good. It's a master at habit formation. When you repeatedly do something that triggers dopamine, like checking your phone for notifications, your brain builds neural pathways that turn those actions into habits, for better or worse. A study from the National Institute of Health found that balanced dopamine levels can improve your learning speed by 15% because it strengthens the connections in your brain every time you experience a reward. So, dopamine isn't just about pleasure. It's about pushing you to learn, grow, and take action toward your dreams. Let's use this science to understand how we can harness dopamine to fuel our motivation and build habits that lead to lasting success. Now that you know the science, let's get practical with 3 simple steps to naturally boost your dopamine levels. And I'll also share what can lower your dopamine so you can avoid those pitfalls and keep your motivation soaring. Step 1. Set small, achievable goals. Break your big dreams into tiny wins, like writing 1 paragraph of a report or organizing your desk. Each time you complete a task, your brain releases dopamine, giving you a feel-good rush that keeps you moving forward. Research shows that celebrating small wins can increase your dopamine levels by 20%, creating a positive cycle of motivation. But be careful. Chronic stress, like overloading yourself with unrealistic goals, can lower dopamine by up to 15% because it spikes cortisol, the stress hormone, leaving you feeling drained and unmotivated. Speaking of cortisol, we'll dive into that in a detailed video soon. So if you're curious, give this video a like and add our channel to your favorites to catch that one. I'd love for you to join us. Step 2. Get moving regularly. Physical activity, whether it's a 20-minute walk, a quick dance session, or stretching, is a proven dopamine booster. Exercise increases dopamine production in the brain's reward centers by 25%, according to a study from the American Psychological Association, making you feel energized and focused. On the flip side, a sedentary lifestyle or lack of sleep can decrease dopamine sensitivity over time, dimming your drive. Step 3. Limit digital overload. Constant scrolling on social media or binge-watching shows might give you a quick dopamine hit, but it can lead to overstimulation, crashing your levels later. Take breaks from screens, turn off notifications, and focus on real-world rewards like a conversation with a friend. Studies show that excessive screen time can dysregulate dopamine, reducing your baseline levels by 10%, making it harder to feel joy from everyday activities. Things like poor diet, think too much sugar or processed foods can also lower dopamine by disrupting your brain's chemistry. By setting small goals, staying active, and managing your digital habits, you'll naturally boost your dopamine and keep it balanced for lasting motivation. Let's take these steps to fuel your growth and feel unstoppable every day. Now that you know how AI can hijack your dopamine, let's focus on keeping those levels balanced for long-term motivation and well-being, so you can thrive without the crashes. First, prioritize a balanced diet packed with dopamine-boosting foods. Foods rich in tyrosine, like bananas, avocados, eggs, and almonds, can naturally increase dopamine production because tyrosine is a building block for dopamine in your brain. A study from the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that diets high in tyrosine can boost dopamine levels by up to 15%, giving you a steady source of motivation. Second, make sleep a non-negotiable. Quality sleep helps regulate dopamine receptors, and research from the Sleep Foundation shows that getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep can improve dopamine sensitivity by 20%, keeping your mood and focus on point. Lack of sleep, on the other hand, can lower dopamine activity, making you feel sluggish. Finally, build mindful habits to avoid the traps set by apps whose algorithms use AI to create addiction. Set specific times for social media use, like 15 minutes in the evening, and replace endless scrolling with activities that give lasting rewards, like journaling or a walk in nature. Studies show that mindfulness practices can stabilize dopamine levels by 10%, helping you feel calm and in control. By eating dopamine-friendly foods, prioritizing sleep, and being mindful of addictive app usage, you'll keep your dopamine steady and your motivation strong, setting the foundation for a life full of growth and joy. Let's talk about something that's all around us: how AI-driven technologies impact your dopamine levels, and why big corporations are using this to their advantage. From social media platforms to mobile games and personalized streaming recommendations, AI is designed to keep you hooked by targeting your brain's reward system. Big tech companies like Meta, who owns Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, use AI algorithms to create what's called a dopamine loop, a cycle where every notification, like, or new suggestion triggers a dopamine spike, making you crave more. A 2022 study from the University of California found that social media notifications can increase dopamine levels by up to 20% because they mimic the unpredictable rewards of a slot machine. You never know what's next, so you keep checking. Meta's algorithms, for example, use a method called collaborative filtering to show you posts and ads tailored to your past behavior, ensuring you see content that keeps you engaged longer. TikTok takes it further with its For You algorithm, which uses machine learning to analyze your watch time and interactions, serving up an endless stream of videos that are almost impossible to stop watching. A 2023 study in Nature Communications revealed that excessive use of AI-driven apps like these can dysregulate dopamine, raising the risk of addictive behaviors by 15%. As you chase the next win programmed by these clever algorithms. These corporations know exactly what they're doing. They're using AI to make their tools addictive, keeping you glued to your screen while your dopamine levels crash afterward, leaving you feeling empty. The good news? You can take back control. By understanding how AI manipulates your dopamine, you can set boundaries, like silencing notifications or scheduling screen-free time to protect your brain's reward system. Let's wrap up with a powerful takeaway. Dopamine is your brain's key to motivation, joy, and building habits that propel you toward your best self. You've learned the science, discovered practical steps to boost your dopamine naturally, and seen how apps that use AI to spike your dopamine can throw you off balance. Now, let's flip the script. Use AI for your growth, like learning new skills or exploring educational tools, and cut back on those addictive apps that hijack your reward system. Here's my challenge. Pick one step from today. Whether it's setting a small goal, getting active, or taking a break from screens, and try it this week. Then share your experience in the comments. I can't wait to hear how it fuels your motivation. If this video inspired you, hit that subscribe button and join our growth journey. Our series is just getting started with more transformative topics to help you thrive. Let's take control of our dopamine, harness technology for good, and keep growing together because you're unstoppable, one mindful step at a time. I want to thank you all for watching. The greatest reward for me is knowing I could be helpful to you through this video. Keep shining because every choice you make brings you closer to a life of purpose and joy.